In a world where cowards can hide behind tournament-winning deck lists and busted collections of DM banned cards, only one show has the guts to ask the question, what does it take to win with one box of packs? That's right, it's Sealed Live, the show where it's me and a box of packs versus the world. And by the world, I mean my Twitch chat. Also with a box of packs. That's it. That's the show. Let's throw down.
Hello, kings, queens, and monarchs of every element. I am the one, the only, the RJB0, and this is Sealed Live. This is a thing that we're doing because, unfortunately, Sealed Showdown has passed. It has moved on to the next world, but we're bringing it back in a new and arguably better way if you're one of my viewers, because in this series, my viewers get to duel me in sealed combat with some of the best Yu-Gi-Oh sets of all time. The one we were most disappointed that we didn't get to play in Sealed Showdown was Duelist Alliance, and we're playing it today. With each of our sets, we're going to make a couple of custom rule changes in order to make it a little bit more fun. With Duelist Alliance, we've banned a particular card, and that card is Super Heavy Samurai Blue Brawler. It's just a guy who's immune to battle and doesn't have any downsides. Because we're banning that, I think this set is going to be a great time. I cannot wait to open one of the best sets of all time. All right, pack number one. What do we have? Stellar Knight Skybridge is actually kind of a cool thing to play around. Stellar Knight Anukulhai is also sick because you can play it with Battle Guard Howling, and the Nefarious Archfiend Eater of Nefariousness, I think, is a card that you can play with Shadal's, and if we were to pull a Castel, would be really, really strong. And then Cloud Castle is funny. All right, pack number two. Ooh, Seer Mallow Branch of the Burning Abyss is going to be a really good card if we can get playable Burning Abyss cards. Burning Abyss are a little bit suspect in that there aren't really payoffs for it in this set. They took a little bit before they became particularly good, but they can play with some tribute summonables to be pretty solid. Battle Guard Howling, again, a very good card. We'd love to see 3 copies of this card. Next pack. Yes! Oh yeah, El Shadal Winda, and because we play with 3 polymerization access at all time, oh boy, are we going to be summoning this card. Hell yeah, El Shadal Winda is a very good card, but still very beatable in this set because of things like the Monarch Stormforth. So I can't celebrate too hard yet, but I would say this is arguably better than Construct just because it sends away Shadals, which are all the cards that you want to be sending off of fusion spells. Oh yeah, Hippo Carnival is just bad scapegoat. That's true. There are also pretty decent UAs in here as well. And isn't Turntoad like really bad enemy controller? No, it's like it swaps attack and defense. This card is very funny and could be very relevant. Winda has dinky defense. All right, next pack, Burner Visor, the premier rank 4 in this set. Performapow Whipsnake is also cool. Is this the one that's like enemy controller? No, this is just another card that switches your opponent's attack and defense. Sure, why not? That's another Anukulhai too. This is kind of our standard 1800 attacker, which I like. Dragonhorn Hunter is a pretty solid card. I believe that she's an MST. No, it's just all normal monsters gain 200 attack, which is not bad. She's kind of a field spell, and if we get some vanilla pendulums, she's pretty decent in sealed. Shadal Hedgehog is really good if we get the Shadal fusion spells, specifically Shadal fusion. Shadal Dragon also pretty sick. Love to see that at rare. Next, we've got Flash Knight, a very good pendulum card and an 1800 beat stick. We love to see that one. There's another Flash Knight. Love to see it. There's also another Battle Guard Howling. We definitely want to see 3 of that card, and this is our second one. Also, this is our first Monarch Stormforth. We're about a third of the way through, so we're fine with seeing that now. Batteryman Night Vault is also kind of a cute card. It's like a 2000 attacker once and then gets a search. Duelist Alliance. Ooh, UA Mighty Slugger is kind of sick. There's another Monarch Stormforth, which we can use to get into Mighty Slugger. Battle Guard Rage, I think, is also a good card. Targets a warrior monster, it gains 1000 attack. Monsters destroyed by battle are returned to the hand instead of going to the graveyard. It's kind of a cool combat trick for warrior stuff, for sure. But there's another Battle Guard Howling, which is just the better card. Next pack. Ooh, the Melodious Maestra. And Battle Guard King is also pretty sick. Let's check these two out. Okay, Battle Guard King is just a big guy. Never mind. Melodious Maestra. Once per turn, you can summon a light fairy type monster from your hand. You can't special summon other monsters the turn you activate except for light monsters. Pretty sick, because I think this combos well with a common Melodious in this set that's kind of like a special summon stopper with 2000 defense. Like, I'll take it. The only thing I'm noticing here is that my rare Shaddolls have not been particularly good, and those are ones that you need, things like Falco and Beast. But we're not even halfway through the set yet. I'll take a super rare Castel. Yang Zing Path at secret rare. Unfortunately, an utterly unusable secret rare. It requires you to have 3 Yang Zings in your graveyard, which we will never have. But I'll take the 3rd Flash Knight and the 3rd Stormforth. And there's a Squamata. This card is Maneater Bug with 1800 attacks. Just a phenomenal card. The Gaia Knights are pretty cool. Ooh, as is Feast of the Wild level 5. If I remember correctly, this card is very good. Special summon up to 2 level 5 warrior type monsters from your hand and or graveyard, but their effects are negated also for the rest of the turn they can't attack. You just get 2 pretty big guys on the board for free with this card. A very solid one. And there's Sonata. So Sonata becomes a 1700 and gives all of your fairy type monsters 500 attack. I'd say that this card may be worthwhile, especially if we randomly get a construct or something. You know, that would never happen, right, folks? All right, we're about halfway through. In fact, we're exactly halfway through. The first half treated us very nicely. Another Stellar Knight Skybridge is not terrible. Magical Spring is our second secret rare. Why? UA Perfect Ace is pretty solid, though. As is Uranus. Isn't this just a special summonable dude? No, it's only if Sanctuary in the Sky is on the board. Okay. But Uranus is very solid. The 2200 dude. Tribute summonable with Stormforth. Just good stuff. Another Feast of the Wild level 5 target. Ooh, there's a second Shaddol Dragon. We love to see it. And a second Shaddol Squamata. Oh, are you kidding me? Sinister Shadow Games is such a good card, but it's mostly a good card if we can get access to Falco. We really, really want to see Falco. There's another Turn Toad, a pretty decent rare card. We love to see it. Also, I think this is our 3rd 9-volt. Very good stuff. There's a second Perfect Ace. Okay, that's pretty solid for our UA pile, which is getting bizarrely strong. 2500 defense with a negate on it. Pretty good stuff. There's a Shaddol Beast. We love to see it. All right, next pack. There's Panzer Dragon and another Yang Zing Hollow. How many Ultras have we gotten so far? Unfortunately, again, Yang Zing creation, not a great card. Kaleidoscope. I have no idea what this card does. All light monsters you control gain 300 attack. That's actually pretty solid in a lot of decks. This per turn you can target one face-up monster you control. This turn it can attack all special summoned monsters your opponent controls once each. Huh. Huh. That's a pretty decent card. I'll take it. An ultimate rare Safina, Queen of the Dragons. Did Vermilion just call it? Did Vermilion just call it? Also, is that a super heavy samurai Big Ben K, the Junior Journey Destroyer? 2 packs left. I would love to see a Shaddol Falco in the close. Chiwen. We got a Chiwen. Okay. Okay. That's how it's going. And last pack of Duelist Alliance. Stellar Knight Altair. Not ideal, but I can use that to go into Castel potentially, or just to get guys on the board. This is an interesting opening. I feel like I got 2 really good hollows, basically nothing in the rare slot, and then basically everything I needed in common. Let's take this to deck build. All right, folks, here is the deck that we built together. This is a pretty cool combination of Shadal's and Warrior Pile. We start off with triple Battery Man 9-volt. He's just a 2k guy that searches for himself. It dies during the end phase, but that's probably honestly okay. We've got double Anukalhai and one Altair. These synergize pretty well because there's a lot of Warrior and Light support in here, and we can also use them to summon Castell. Then, speaking of good warriors, we've got Gaia the Polar Knight, which can turn any monster onto the board into a monster 500 attack points stronger, and Gaia the Midnight Sun, who, as long as you have a dark monster in the graveyard, can make any monster 500 weaker. These are basically pseudo 2100 monsters at the cost of a banish. Next is our Shadal pile. Our Shadal pile is entirely in service of the one copy of Winda we have in the extra deck. Why? Because Winda's pretty good, I hear. We could poly away a Winda, or we could poly away any two Shadals in order to get some cool effects, and that seems like fun. I also just like Winda. Next, we also have our Pendulum lineup. We've got a couple of decent low scales in Turn Toad, and then we've got 3 Flash Knight, which is a level 4 Pendulum with a 7 scale, a Dragon Horn Hunter, which gives the Flash Knights 200 extra attack, and then a Kaleidoscorp, which is kind of a banner of courage for light monsters, and we've got some decent light monsters to work with. We've also got the UAs. These are mostly in service of using the Monarch Stormforth. They're each pretty good on their own, but they're especially good when you can sack off your opponent's monsters for them. And if you combine these with Feast of the Wild level 5, you kind of have Soul Charge in this set. Hippo Carnival's a fun card too. It protects your monsters from being destroyed by battle because while they're on the board, your opponent has to attack into them instead of your other monsters. Double Polymerization because we didn't get Shadal Fusion and we need a way to summon Winda. Triple Battle Guard Howling, arguably the best card in the set, is a compulsory evacuation device plus burn if you control a warrior monster. Battle Guard Rage is a cool damage step trick for warriors, which I like a lot, and then Sinister Shadow Games is just a way for us to get our Shadals into rotation a little bit quicker. In the extra deck, we have a bunch of cards that are in here solely for the purpose of making sure that Spicy Spy, a card that's in the set, doesn't go off. If she reveals a card from your opponent's extra deck that has more than 2000 attack, she just gains 2000 attack. So we're putting a lot of dinky ass monsters in here to make sure that doesn't happen, and then we've of course got Winda and Castell. I'm really looking forward to this. Let's get into the duels. So I think I am going to be made to go first here. Ooh, our Stada isn't playing around Spicy Spy. If we were doing a best of 3, I would absolutely go for that strategy. This is a terrible hand. I opened with Altair, which is basically the only Garnet in this deck, and also double 9-volt. Not ideal. Oh, and our Stada opens with a Deneb. Oh no, I've been owned right off the bat. I don't know if we can beat Satellar Knights with Deneb. Fortunately, they went for a Anukalhai, which is less than stellar, if you will. Let's draw for turn. Hippo Carnival is terrible. Wow, this opener is highly suspect. I think we go for the 9-volt. They went for a Anukalhai, which means there's a possibility they don't have Altair, or they already have it in their hand, in which case it's only one Altair. What's it going to do to us? Let's go for 9-volt. Go to battle. Swing for 2k. Oh, we've been Hippo Carnivaled. Oh, we've been owned. Maybe Battery Man 9-volt was not the best move. I was like, yeah, Battery Man 9-volt is a recyclable dude, but he also uses up my normal summon and dies. So we're just going to go to end phase. There he goes. And that was that. I now have 2 entirely dead Battery Man 9-volts. I really need to draw into like a Flash Knight or something. If I draw into Flash Knight, I'm Gucci. That's true. We will top deck 2 Shadals at a time. Oh, and the Kaleidoscorp. Oh man, I am getting so phenomenally owned. This is 1800, 2100. This is so powerful. I don't know what I do against this. All right, draw for turn. There's an Anukkle High. That's pretty good for us because we do have Hippo Carnival. And we also have Altair, which can get us to Castel. Let's normal summon Anukkle High. Let's not use its effect. And then just go in for the swing on a token. And then main phase 2, we can just pass the turn. Oh, you apparently cannot send Anukkle High with Anukkle High's effect. So saying I don't use its effect is kind of redundant. Oh, the Turn Toad. That's okay. Turn Toad is probably fine. Gonna summon Super Heavy Samurai Swordsman. Oh, it goes to 0. Interesting, interesting. This card's actually really cool. I did not think of this card when we were when we began this. I'm gonna go for my Hippo Carnival here. Again, I just need to top deck 3 Shadalls and we'll be fine. Fortunately, my Unuk does live here. I'm wondering if the plan is to send back Kaleido with, like, to go 9 volt into Castel, send back Kaleido, and then attack into Unuk. This is not looking good for me, I will not lie. I am so going to get Battle Guard Howlinged here and lose the game. Yep, that is it. That is... Oh my god, I got devastated. All right, who's up next? Gonna go paper this time. Ah, I have 1. Okay, do I go second? Probably. Oh, this is all right. This is a pretty decent opener. Flash Knight's a strong starter. Turn Toad can help us out. All right, let's draw for turn. Oh, unfortunately, that's a little bit awkward because 2 Squamatas does not a Shadal make. But if that's a Squamata face down, then we can bait out their Squamata with our Squamata. And then we can send away Hedgehog, and then we're good to make Winda. Ooh, it was a Knight. Main phase 2, we'll set a back row. Pass the turn. Gonna go for Alsham. Ow. I'll just take a grand. Take a grand pass. All right, draw for turn. Huh. I say we just go for it here. Yeah, okay, we fire off the Poly here. Let's go Poly. We'll send away Squamata and Hedgehog. We'll summon out Winda. And then we'll go Beast Squamata. Or Hedgehog Squamata. We will send Beast and then add Dragon, I think? And then Beast. Draw. Oh, Kaleidoscorp is such a good follow-up here. Okay, let's go to battle. I'm going to attack into the Alsham with Squamata. Oh, you could just target any face-up monster your opponent controls for that. Cool. Okay, that's fine. But this is still, like, a pretty good play nonetheless. Because I definitely have the tempo here. But you still take the damage. Ooh, we're going for Gaia. That's fine. So that Gaia is going to go up to 21 this turn. All right, that's fine. Turn Toad is probably just a good move here. Activate Turn Toad. Declare Turn Toad. Target. Normal summon Flash Knight. Swing. Now if we draw into a second Flash Knight, we're in pretty good shape. In main phase 2, we'll set Hippo Carnival. We have Battle Guard Rage. We have Hippo Carnival. We're in pretty good. We're doing pretty well here. There's an Anuk. Okay. Do you also have Deneb? Ah, the Alsham. So many Alshams. Going for the crash is an interesting strategy. Not going for the crash. That seems suspect, to say the least. I feel like you always want to go for the crash there if you can. Because we have Turn Toad. So we can just Turn Toad the Unuk. Do we go for a push here with Dragon? I think we might as well. It's normal summon Dragon. We can Turn Toad just for the funsies. Alright, battle phase. New Dragon. I'll pass the turn. I have a very solid field now. I'm not sure that there's a good way out of it. I love that even if they had like a construct, we could deal with it with Flash Knight. Okay. Let's go attack with Dragon first. And the reason why I'm attacking with Dragon first is if it's a Squamata, I'd rather they destroy Flash Knight. Yeah. And that's all I got. Your go. Set. Ooh. That's a solid one. So that's the light banishes a dark. Kind of wishing. I suppose I could Stormforth here. Stormforth for Kaleido. That seems like a bad move. Let's normal summon Midnight Sun. And this is a little bit of a bait for the same reason that I was trying to bait the Squamata last turn. No shot. Do they have a Shadal spell? No, they don't. Okay, gonna attack in. Interesting that they have a Hedgehog in this deck. That tells me that they probably either have a Sinister Shadow Games or they have a Fusion monster. I'll pass turn on this. We're gonna storm forth. Okay. That's fine. What are we storming forth? Ooh, the perfect ace. That's a little tough, but I have a plan. We're going to pass on the ace. I guess it has 1500 attack. There's not much that they can do about it. Okay. Howling pretty much does this. I'm not going to activate any effects. I'm just going to go straight to battle here. Main phase 2 will put down the Howling, and that will be all she wrote. Yeah, that is kind of a problem I'm noticing with this set is that it doesn't seem like there's much in the way of cards that can play through back row. Ooh, there's a 9-volt, and that should do the trick. Oh, there was a Mega Ryza in hand. I forgot that that card's in this set. All right, who's next? Unlimited, unrated, password is DUEA. Let's play Yu-Gi-Oh! GL, HF, Vermilion. Let's go. I'm going to go paper again. Hell yeah. Unbeatable. Let's try going first this time. Let's see what happens. I have no idea what's the correct move in here. The correct move is probably to not... Oh, going first does not look that great in this hand. Okay, I think we keep the Squamata in hand, TBH. We'll pass turn. We lose tempo this way, but unfortunately we are kind of destined to in this hand. Dragonhorn Hunter is seeming significantly more sus than I thought it was when we first built for this deck. The super heavy samurai dude, the machine, the red guy, is actually really good in this set. Back row. Okay. If that's Howling, I think we're probably fine, TBH. If it's... Yeah, I think we play as if that... I mean, it could be literally any of the cards that this deck plays or that these decks play in the back row, and I'll probably be fine. Because if it's Howling, it puts it back in my hand and makes it more likely that I have it for Winda. And if it's Rage... Yeah, gains 1,000 attack. And this goes back to hand. All right. That's a lot of damage that I'll take, but I can set Hippo Carnival and probably be fine. What I need is a warrior. And Dragon's a little rough. I think I'm going to have to Hippo Carnival this. All right, let's drop a turn. Battery Man 9 volt. What does that get us? It takes out Shadal Dragon. Oh! I'm a dingo. This is a really easy puzzle to solve. Here's how we do it. So, we activate Polly. And that sends the Dragonhorn Hunter and Squamata for Winda. Is the token a dark? Oh, I can't summon from the extra. Yeah. Oh, wait, I can't. You can't. I'm a terrible player. I just forget all the what the hell is that? So I think we're going to use the 9 volt here. We're just, okay, we figured it out. I had a moment. We collectively had a moment. By which I mean we collectively watched me have a moment. Let's take out this dragon. And then end phase we lose the 9 volt. We're going to take damage, but we'll have the Winda available next turn. Ooh, a Vega. This could be bad, right? Never mind. It's not bad. Okay. This is fine. They're doing the thing. I'll take 2,600. But next turn, I can do the thing. Next turn, we got this. Next turn, that is 100% a Battle Guard Howling, and I lose the game. Is there a way I make it not a Battle Guard Howling? What if... Oh, I have a play. So what if the play here is... We poly for Winda. We send Dragon to take out the back row. And then we tribute off the Winda for perfect ace. And that sets up double howling. Let's go for it. So we'll go Polly. Let's go Squamata. Let's go Dragonhorn Hunter. We'll summon Winda. Oh! I had such a good plan. I had such a good plan. All right. No matter. We're going to use Winda. Or Squamata. We'll take out the Rage. And then we'll normal summon 9 volts. Whee! Beginning to think that just more Gaias would have been better than 9 volts. Turned out 9 volt was the proper cut all along. Yeah. Main phase 2. Set and pass. They just need an 1800 guy and I lose. Do they have an 1800 guy? Is there an 1800 guy in hand? I have the feeling that if they had an 1800 guy, they'd just summon it. Oh! We're still in it, folks. We're still in it. We're still in it, folks. We're still in it. Battle phase. Attack. Pass turn. This Altair will get us there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's a turn toad. Flash Knight. Not ideal. We're gonna howling this. Cool. It's going great. Hold up. Is there something that we can summon that would make them dead to howling? Draw for turn. Does this put them dead to howling? This is 30... 31. That would put them to 11. Yeah, I think this makes them dead to howling. Nyum. Nyum. Pass turn. What do we got? We doing okay? We're getting through this? Turn tone. That's fine. Vega. Stellar Knight Alpha. Oh, it's unaffected! It's unaffected! Wait! It's unaffected! Oh no! I'll take 400. Wait, we have Castel. We have It's fine. We've got Castel. As long as that's not the second time space. It couldn't even be the second time space. Oh, we could also Stormforth if we want to be funny. Oh, we can't Stormforth. Never mind. 9 volt. Castel, bring it home. Castel, be my guide. Castel. My savior. Wait, we've got to hit that. Oh, wait. We are also now dead to howling. I thought that we had to get rid of the equip so we could Stormforth. Oh no. My thinking was, I was like, okay, we have to put away the Vega. We have to put away the Vega. That's okay. No, we don't have to run over it. Next turn, we can Stormforth. Okay. I was like, I have to put away the Vega, and then I realized it was unaffected, and I was like, oh, the problem is the equip spell. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. They didn't have it last time. They didn't have a monster last time. They simply will not have a monster this time. They will continue to not have a monster. That is a monster. Oh, I couldn't spin the back row anyway? Because it's a face-up card? I suppose I could have also flipped Vega face down. I knew there was a reason. Gonna send Deneb. I think this still kills me. Because that's 300, 1200. Yeah. I lose! I lose! How did I lose? Oh, and it was a face down hymn of light. If I had just attacked, I would have been fine. Oh. GG, I got owned. Wow, this set has been wild. What a bunch of like ridiculous turns we've had. Oh my goodness, what a ridiculous set. Okay, Duelist Alliance was a little bit swingy, but I had a good time with it. This was pretty fun. I played a pretty high roll strategy. I feel like there was probably some better moves I could have made in deck build, but wow, was this a fun time. I'm glad we did this, and I'm looking forward to the next one.